All right, hello, Proshot fans. Welcome to the first episode of Homeplate. I'm your host, Cameron Capobianco, and joining me today from the NCAA of the Michigan Wolverines, Connor O'Halloran. Connor, thank you so much for being the first guest on this episode. Really appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
So, what made Connor want to become a professional or a college baseball player?
Um, I mean, coming out of high school, the goal is obviously to become a pro baseball player, but a lot of the between step between that is college a lot of times. And I've had a lot of my friends play college baseball. My brother had played college baseball. And I knew Michigan was just a great school. So that was just something that really got my attention. And once I visited here, I was just dead set. Didn't visit anywhere else. I was like, I want to play baseball here. So that's how that happened.
Absolutely, yeah. So you're a left-handed pitcher. Did you always want to be a pitcher, or was there maybe another position you played as a kid that maybe you want to play as well?
Like as a kid, I was never like that good of a pitcher, to be honest with you. I wanted to be like a shortstop and a catcher, but you have to be righty to play both of those. So that dream fizzled out pretty quick. Um, I enjoyed hitting, but I wasn't good at hitting, so there was kind of a little bit of a problem there. So tried to get on the mound, started getting better, and now here I am. I think I chose the right one though.
Absolutely. So you also got the chance to represent Canada at the national level and everything. What did it mean to you as a kid from Mississauga, Ontario, to get the chance to represent your country?
It means everything. That's some of the best times I've ever had playing baseball. You're with your friends, you're with people that are local to you. I had a bunch of buddies that were from Mississauga as well, but I met a lot of people obviously from all over the country. But just getting the chance to kind of travel all over the world and, play for them, play for Canada. There's nothing better than that.
Do you have any favorite memories from the national team?
From the national team. Um, I don't know if this is a good memory, but I think it's a funny one that just sticks out is we were playing the Yankees in Florida on like a backfield in like 11 in the morning or something. And I'm a Yankees fan, grew up a Yankees fan, so you see like the pinstripes when you get out there and I finally get a chance to pitch. I'm like, wow, like this is awesome. Like just playing like the Yankees. And I went and gave up four home runs back to back to back to back to back. So I was kind of a surreal moment, but I'm like, hey, this is a good team to give it up against if I'm going to do that. So tip my cap to them. But I thought that
Absolutely.
was a fun memory.
Yeah, well, I'm not a fan of the Yankees, but that's if I was on the mound probably playing against the Blue Jays, that's who my team is, and I probably gave up four home runs in a row. I'd probably be feeling the same way.
Yeah.
Uh, but on March 7th, you made your debut against Iowa when you first made the start for the Michigan Wolverines. Did you have any nerves heading onto the mound for your first time?
I'd like to say I didn't, but yeah, for sure I did. I came late to campus because of COVID and everything. So I came in January and we started beginning of March. So it was kind of like a quick turnaround from, hey, like this is the team, meeting the guys, and all of a sudden you're, hey, go warm up like a month later. So I was definitely a little bit nervous. The game's just a lot faster. Guys are bigger. It was kind of a surreal moment, but just the ability to try and calm down once you get out there, and everything ended up working out, so it was all right. But it was definitely a lot of fun and definitely a surreal moment though.
Absolutely. So you made your first start in 2022 against the University of Oklahoma. What was that feeling like when you finally got the chance to make the starting role on the Wolverines?
Um, well, to get to do it at an MLB ballpark, we were down in Texas where the Rangers played Globe Life there, and Oklahoma. I didn't know they were. We didn't know they obviously they're going to end up being in the College World Series finals, but uh, it was just a great moment. It was a lot of people there, great field, great team. So that was kind of just same thing in their first start of the year. But I definitely felt a lot better about it. Obviously, having a couple innings under my belt by that point. But again, it was just surreal moment. Anytime you get to play for Michigan, it's just a great moment. So.
Absolutely. So ahead of the this season, was there anything during that off season that you wanted to improve on in your game that you just want to work on and get better at?
For me personally, it was just making sure I go right at guys. I think I I walked a little bit too many guys last year. So I think just making sure I'm attacking guys, throwing strikes, letting my defense play behind me. And I think my changeup too. I think that was a big pitch. Getting through a lineup with two pitches is a lot harder. If you can add the third pitch, which I worked a lot on my changeup this offseason, and it's helped me a lot just keeping hitters off balance. So that's been something for me that's I think has been a good factor for myself.
What's it like playing against a team like Michigan State, your arch rivals? You got a chance to start against them. What's it like going up against them? Like, what's the ballpark like in that atmosphere?
I mean, everyone knows it's a big game, obviously. I mean, we look forward to it all year, circled it, especially after, losing that was their first game of the year, our second, yeah. But I mean, we keep them circled on our calendar, all of our rivals. So I mean, that's always a big game. There's different mindset, I'd say, just amongst everybody, coaches, players, even our managers, everybody. But so I mean, just to go out there and you gotta put it all on the line for that one. So I mean, that's definitely just a different feeling. A lot more people, a lot more motivation, I'd say.
Absolutely. So, as you get set now for another series against Minnesota, what's the message heading into that series?
Well, we're keeping up in the Big Ten right now. I mean, we know it's a close race between kind of all those top six, seven teams. And but our goal isn't to just, make it to the Big Ten tournament. We want to win the Big Ten season. And we know that these next three series, obviously all being Big Ten with Minnesota first, we just got to play like one game at a time, make sure everyone's doing what they need to do. So, I mean, just try and go out there and win every game one at a time.
Absolutely. And my last question for you, Connor, before I let you go is what are some pieces of advice you can give to younger kids or younger adults who want to follow in your footsteps and play at the NCAA level?
Um, I'd say just making sure that you have the right mindset. I mean, if you want to make it to the next level, play at the next level, play college. I mean, you can't just do the bare minimum or, hey, I just showed up to practice this day because this is when we have practice. You got to make sure you're doing more things to make yourself a better player, whether that's being in there early, staying late, watching videos, taking videos yourself, and kind of going to someone that can help you work through any problems that you're having, and just trying to get better one day at a time.
Absolutely. So, Connor, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on the first episode of Home Plate. Really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this interview, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Guys, Connor O'Halloran, left-handed pitcher of the Michigan Wolverines. I'm Cameron Capobianco, and we'll catch you guys next time.